Poor circulation, it's one of those things that can silently impact everything from your energy levels to your mobility, especially as we get older. But what if the key to turning things around was already sitting in your kitchen? Okay, let's dive into the source material for this explainer on 6 powerful drinks that claim to dramatically boost your blood flow.
So, to kick things off, the source material starts with this really powerful quote from a doctor with, get this, 4 decades of experience. He claims to have seen these incredible turnarounds. We're talking cold, numb feet regaining their warmth, swollen legs going down literally overnight, all by targeting circulation. That really sets the stage for some fast-acting and, frankly, remarkable potential.
And the stakes are high, the urgency is absolutely real. According to the source, seniors with impaired circulation are facing a 3 times higher risk of some really serious issues, things like a decline in mobility, amputation, or even a stroke. So you see, this isn't just about feeling more comfortable, it's about holding on to your independence and your health.
All right, let's get right into the countdown, starting with our number 6 pick, a super simple but really potent combination of green tea and ginger. The source presents this one as a foundational powerhouse for getting your blood moving in the right direction.
So what's the magic here? Well, it's all about synergy. In the green tea, you've got this compound called ECGG, which the source says basically tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. Then, the ginger brings in gingerols, which work on reducing inflammation and acting as a mild, natural blood thinner. It's that 1-2 punch that makes this combo so effective for blood flow.
Now listen up, because how you make it is absolutely crucial. The source is really specific here. You want to use water that's not quite boiling, right around 175 degrees Fahrenheit. This protects all those beneficial compounds. Then you add your fresh ginger and let it steep for exactly 5 minutes. That's the sweet spot to get all the good stuff without making it bitter.
All right, moving on to number 5. This one? It might sound a little unusual at first, but according to our source, it's backed by some pretty fascinating science. We're talking about pure pomegranate juice with just a little pinch of cayenne pepper. So how on earth do these two work together? Well, the source explains that the pomegranate juice helps your body ramp up its production of something called nitric oxide. Think of it as the body's natural signal for your blood vessels to just chill out and relax. Then, that capsaicin from the cayenne pepper kicks in, giving you this rapid, almost immediate boost to your circulation. And the results? Well, they really speak for themselves. According to a study that's cited in the source, seniors who drank this combo every day saw their blood flow measurements improve by an average of 31%. I mean, think about that. That's nearly a 1/3 improvement just from a simple daily drink. Coming in at number 4, we have a blend that's apparently a secret weapon for elite athletes, but it turns out its benefits are particularly powerful for seniors, and that is a mix of beetroot and tart cherry juice.
Just look at these numbers. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, which the source mentions, showed that this blend improves circulation to the legs by a staggering 38%, and get this, within just 24 hours compared to the control group. That's a huge difference really fast.
Okay, so we've thrown this term nitric oxide around a couple of times now. Let's just take a quick pause and define it. It's a super important molecule that our own bodies produce, and its main job? It's to tell our arteries to relax and widen. That's it. And that simple action is absolutely fundamental to healthy blood flow. This idea is really key to understanding how a lot of these drinks work.
All right, let's move on to number 3 and see how this all builds. We're looking at an ancient Ayurvedic remedy that the source claims has been totally validated by modern science: turmeric golden milk.
But here's the catch, and trust me, it's a big one. The active compound in turmeric, called curcumin, is actually really hard for our bodies to absorb on its own. The key is something called bioavailability. The source says you absolutely need 2 things to unlock its benefits: fat and a compound from black pepper called piperine. Without them, you're not getting much.
So this specific recipe is engineered for maximum impact. You use full-fat milk, which provides the fat carrier. You add your turmeric, and this is crucial, that 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You heat it all up gently, which helps the curcumin infuse into the fat molecules, making it ready for your body to actually use.
We're in the home stretch now. Coming in at number 2, we have a combination that the source says is really gaining traction among cardiovascular specialists. It's an infusion of hibiscus and hawthorn berry.
Now, the way this one works is fascinating. The source describes it as a kind of natural ACE inhibitor. Now that might sound technical, but it just means it works in a way that's similar to some blood pressure medications. To put it really simply, it helps make your blood vessels more flexible. This reduces resistance and lets your blood flow a whole lot easier.
And the results that are cited are pretty incredible. In a study mentioned in the source that focused on patients with peripheral artery disease, which is a serious circulation issue, a remarkable 78% of the people in the study experienced reduced symptoms after adding this drink to their routine. 78%.
And now for the number one drink, the big one. The one the source claims had researchers at Harvard Medical School absolutely stunned by how well it worked. It is a specialized watermelon smoothie, and its power comes from an amino acid called L-citrulline.
So why is this one number one? It all comes down to that word again, bioavailability. You see, while a lot of people take supplements like L-arginine, much of it gets broken down by the liver before it can do any good. But the L-citrulline from watermelon, it actually bypasses the liver. That means nearly 100% of it gets into your bloodstream to be converted into that all-important nitric oxide.
And here it is, the secret ingredient that makes all the difference. And I have to say, I found this fascinating. It's not just the red, juicy part of the watermelon. It's the white part of the rind, the part you usually throw away. According to the source, that rind contains up to 60% more of that powerful L-citrulline. How about that?
So what were the results? Well, the Harvard study cited in the source found that seniors who had severe circulation issues and drank this smoothie every day saw an average improvement of 52% in blood flow to their lower extremities. 52%. That is just an absolutely mind-blowing figure.
Okay, wow, that was a ton of powerful information. So the big question is, how do we put all of this together into a practical action plan? Let's quickly summarize the key takeaways from the source material. Okay, so the main message is, you don't have to do it all. The source suggests just picking 2 or 3 of these drinks that appeal to you and working them into your daily routine. The most critical factor, the thing that makes all the difference, is consistency. And of course, the most important disclaimer of all, always talk to your doctor before making any big changes to your diet, especially if you're on medication.
So this explainer has covered some really powerful nutritional tools for circulation. But it does leave us with a final and pretty crucial question to think about. Beyond what we eat or drink, what is the single most important daily habit we could adopt to maintain the long-term health of our entire vascular system? Definitely something to think about.